Did you ever see the Family Guy cutaway?
Let me interrupt you there for a second. No, I wasn't.
We'll be right back.
Maybe because it was so hyped up, but we feel that too as comics. I don't think like the market, because
the big thing is right now, and from what I see, is people aren't going out as much anymore because COVID's been done for a while, so they've been out.
Right,
that was the initial thing. Like the initial boom is like
everybody got the jitters out of the way.
They
or whatever.
opened the floodgates, and everyone just went to anything that was not in their home.
Right, exactly.
Well, not even that. Inflation is stupid high right now. So people just can't afford to go and do
entertainment. It's going to be over in a couple hours, and my money's going to be gone.
Have you, instead of doing something,
that wasn't a good plug for comedy. Cut that.
Oh yeah, we are live now.
I was going to say too. Have you ever like?
Why wouldn't they say Mike Money's? Sorry. Okay.
Instead of doing something like sitting on my ass here eating snacks in my underwear watching TV is still way better than going out.
Yeah.
You want to put on jeans and you, and God forbid it's an event where I have to wear a button-up shirt. I really
with a collar.
Yeah. Ooh. I really start judging that friendship. Like if I don't like y'all that much. I don't want to go to your wedding.
Oh, wedding. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that's a big commitment.
Yeah.
And a lot of weddings now are down dirt roads. Why do you not want people to escape your wedding?
Why do you want a horror scene for your wedding?
Yeah. What the hell?
This has been done before. Michael Bay did it already.
I want everyone in uncomfortable shoes in a weird crickety barn down this weird dirt gravel road.
It's like, why do you want us to dress up like at that point?
Yeah.
When you're having a wedding out in the middle of
for how it's a barn, guys. We're getting married in June. It's outside. You're gonna die, but you still have to wear a jacket.
And it will smell like cow.
Yeah.
Uncle Jerry is going to get drunk, and he's going to dance and eventually take off a shirt.
How about I wear what Jason Voorhees wears? How about that? If he's not wearing a suit, I'm not wearing a suit.
I want to wear what Buffalo Bill is wearing, someone else's skin suit.
Yeah.
Did you watch that Too Young Like Me?
What?
Silence of the Lambs?
No, I didn't see Silence of the Lambs really.
Oh, dude. It was.
I've never liked horror films.
I don't like horror films. I like thrillers. Like, if it's some paranormal bullshit, I'm not into it. But if it's like a serial killer, I'm in.
Victoria says she likes thrillers. Anytime when we're trying to watch a movie, she's like, pick a suspense. Or she likes thrillers with no thrills. She likes suspense movies with no suspense. Yeah. She like Uncut Gems. She's like, this is too suspenseful. I was like, that's the category you made me pick. And she's like, yeah, but I don't like it when it gets me too worked up. Like, you want a chill suspense movie? What the
You wanted me to put on The Office, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's like going to a restaurant. They're like, I'm not feeling this. I'm like,
The Office is everybody's
go-to.
Yeah. She has those few that are like, she just rotates her same favorites a lot.
I'm just now going back to my go-to show. I hate people watching shows and like that. My freshman year roommate in college watched The Office 4 times in 1 year.
Like, in what, a year?
He would stop it, like finish the season, and then immediately put on the first episode, like the pilot. And I went insane. I didn't like the show that much beforehand.
What is it, 9 seasons? He would watch all the seasons? That's intense. Without skipping the Will Ferrell seasons?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He loved all the bad seasons, too. Like, not only did he watch it at all times, but he was adamant that he knew, or he made me know that he loved Robert California.
Oh, that was his name. Oh, no. That wasn't Will Ferrell. That was the other dude from the drama movies and stuff.
Yeah.
What was his name?
That was his name in the show. I can't remember his real name.
I think it was James Spader.
James Spader. I hated that guy. Unfairly to him. I'm sure he's a great guy. He might be a nice father to his children. I hated him because he ruined The Office.
Yeah. Idris Elba was better.
Idris Elba.
Of all the people to come in, Will Ferrell was too much.
I didn't like Will Ferrell. I like Will Ferrell. I hated him in The Office. Do you know Rhys Darby? He's a British guy. He's in that HBO show.
Blake, can I have you look up Rhys Darby for me?
the pirate show on HBO, something about our flag. This flag means death. He's the head guy in that. Real funny stand-up. He was briefly in The Office.
Oh, yeah. He was on Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah. Their manager. Yeah, he's really funny. I was hoping he was going to be the manager on The Office.
Mary
they might have brought him in for a brief thing. Yeah.
He also, I think he works regularly with.
Was he on the original Office or something? I said he's British. I think he's from New Zealand.
The original. Oh yeah, he's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know he was on a show called like IT Guys or.
IT or I know what you're talking about. With I haven't seen that show.
Yeah, it was just a regular laugh track based sitcom. It was just
that and Peep Show. There were 2 shows that have been recommended to me recently.
Okay, to kind of have you watched the new Ted at all?
The show?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Is it
it's
good?
surprisingly really good. Like
I did like both movies.
I loved both movies, and I was like, they're gonna ruin it with the TV show. And I watched the first season, and the first season was really fucking funny.
There was a reason I caught on to that. Didn't start watching it, but I heard about it. Is there a comedian in it or something?
No, not Will Sasso. What was he in?
Wilmer Valderrama.
I mean, there are a couple kids in the show, so he's around.
He's not. Is he? Not Wilmer.
So. Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah.
I think him and Topher were safe. I think.
No, Topher got out of the allegation before anyone shot a light at him. He was just getting out of the way. But
I think Ashton might be a dirty boy, and then Hyde is
done.
Bottom dweller in prison forever.
Which sucks because he was my favorite.
Yeah, he was a lot of people's favorite, and now he was the most.
Same thing with Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey was your favorite what?
Well, not favorite, but he was one of my favorite. Like when he was in Baby Driver, perfect. Did you watch that movie?
No,
dude.
Never heard of it. Baby Driver.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite heist movies of all time.
Ah,
it's they go rob banks. They rob it differently every time. Different crew. Kevin Spacey's like the main guy. Well, not the main guy, but the main guy is that dude from that 16-year-old girl crying movie. Fault in Our Stars.
Ansel Elgort.
Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. We're just sending you through a spiral of
looking. He's been quick with it, though. You've been getting these pop-ups going.
Yeah. It's a good thing you're not dyslexic.
When you said this, for some reason,
I'm dyslexic.
Oh, then you're nailing it, pal. I'm going to give you a metaphorical fake raise.
Thank you.
For the listeners.
No, I graduated the dyslexic classes early, so.
You can graduate?
Yeah.
You can read in reverse so fast.
If you're not an idiot. Yeah.
That was a bad idea. You should have just stayed in the dyslexic classes and just sat on your laurels.
Yeah, because they don't make those kids do jack.
And those kids are the ones that turn out to be millionaires.
Yeah.
They were just weird enough to really fight or hyperfixate on one thing in the future, and then they have a dinosaur company.
I forgot what the percentage is, but like the percentage of billionaires that are dyslexic is like astonishing.
Yeah, I saw something on TikTok the other day about what dyslexia means. Like,
it's a sideways way of thinking.
It's a sideways way of thinking, but they broke it down differently. And like, there are people that see images in their head when they're thinking of things, which is how I think. There are people that when they're thinking, they're just thinking, which is by your reaction probably what you do. You level-headed, sane person. And then dyslexic people, I think, do both or something like that. They see mental images in their head. Like if I thought of the word pineapple, I see a pineapple in my head. I
got lost during your explanation. To be honest, you were like, you probably think this way. And I was like, what way did I just get accused of thinking?
He had me at pineapple.
Yeah, I came back around.
You little swinger slut.
I was like the Mavs. I got back with you towards the end. I got lost pretty deep there in the beginning.
And then once Blake joins in, that's whenever
it ruined
it. Yeah.
You are Kyrie getting fouled for no reason and not getting called on it.
Yeah.
What were the two? Yeah, the Mavs game was trash. Oh my god. What were the two? Wait, you said 2 or 3 ways of thinking. What did you just say?
So people think in like when they think of something, they see a picture of it.
That's dyslexic people or non-dyslexic people?
Non-dyslexic people. Dyslexic people see. Well, it's kind of sort of dyslexic people. Dyslexic people see the image and also think in a more logistical, like they just think.
Well,
I think I'm just like, basically what I'm trying to say is I'm an idiot and I think in big dumb pictures, and that's why I don't read books and I watch movies.
I watched this the other day. Shaun of the Dead, not Scott Pilgrim.
Same director as Baby Driver.
Oh,
Edgar
okay.
Wright.
Shaun of the Dead is fucking funny. I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Nice.
Scott Pilgrim was killer.
I did like Scott Pilgrim. I forgot about that movie. Jamie Foxx was in that one. When you mentioned Baby Driver, for some reason, I just instantly connected that to like 3 Men and a Baby or something. I thought you were talking about like a late 80s movie. I didn't realize you meant 2017.
See, you bring the niche references on me. Like, you put them on me. I don't
Who doesn't know 3 Men and a Baby? Everybody knows that movie. It's third best 3 Men and a Baby movie.
Yeah,
It's the third best 3 Men and a Baby movie.
Probably 2 other good ones.
Did you ever see the Family Guy cutaway?
Let me interrupt you there for a second. No.
We'll be right back. You just start running them like Rick Glassman.
You put the pressure back on me. I didn't realize you're gonna take that far. Yes.
Yeah, dude, I've bombed for so long. I know how to sit in silence.
Nice. It's Dusty's been bombing in silence for a long time.
I was just about to say.
How many people usually show up to that Dusty's fight?
One.
The last couple weeks, actually, not even kidding. It's been an outlier, and there's been like a dozen people. There's 2 different dudes that are like recurring, which is weird. I kind of don't want people coming back to Dusty's.
No.
Yeah,
just regular reoccurring customers.
They like.
That sounds shitty. I don't mean it shitty. But
No.
For
Like for
reoccurring
comedy.
customers for comedy.
Yeah,
we don't expect that.
It would make sense if they were coming back just for beers or like just to sit at the bar, but they're coming back and facing us, which is a new thing for Dusty's. Yeah, it's usually pretty empty.
That's crazy.
But yeah, they've been coming back. And the first time there was like I think they're like war veterans or something. They like sat right in front of the mic and they're like yelling at each other for the whole thing.
The last time I sat and I like had a noticeable set in front of veterans, I don't remember why I noticed that they were there, but it was like I had started my set and halfway through I'm like, I close on a 9/11 bit.
Yeah.
I gotta change this up real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
But no, last time I was at Dusty's, I thought I was getting hit on by some chick and her husband was sitting right next to her, but right afterwards, the guy is still just following her, but they're not together. Like he was just hammered and just trying to get with this girl, and this girl was just doing everything in her power to get away. You were there. It was that night that Esperanza was there.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Like this whole time, I was just like,
That's
please
funny.
stop doing this because your husband's going to hit me, and he's way bigger than I am.
I did jokes that night about another comic being a creep or whatever. Just he's not, but I just made jokes about it or whatever. And
Is it Zane Melton?
No.
Because he is. Oh, you're right. You said he's not. That's one of the names we feel free to not bleep here.
Oh, I don't know of who is or is not a creep, but there's definitely creeps in comedy.
Yeah. As soon as we get off
There's
mic,
creeps in everything.
I'd love to go down a list.
Yeah.
Let's just make a standing list, post that anonymously on Facebook instead of the lists of ranking people. We'll just start doing that.
Yeah. Just a list of comics would do good for the scene.
Yeah, let's just all rank them and just see what happens in the comment section so people actually start saying some funny shit.
Just make sure you hashtag Dingbat District.
No. This goes anonymously before I get my head bitten off. Because then some person, I almost said lady, that could have been a problem. Could have been problematic. Some person's going to come at me like, why am I 2? Why am I not 1? Which is literally what happened. Someone posted anonymously in the group page that we're all in, ranking everyone. And there was like an uproar for 2 days. People started posting joke ones, and that got funny, and people were still getting mad at that.
Even if it's an obviously fake list, someone will respond with a real list of some sort, and then somebody's gonna get like butthurt about it.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll get butthurt about it. I'll get butthurt about every list, even if it's a joke bad list. If I'm not on it as a joke that I am good, I'm gonna be mad.
Why the am I not on here?
Yeah. I thought all these stickers because I need to make stickers, and you asked for a list of stickers recently. I thought all these were already comic stickers. You got like Led Zeppelin on here, dude.
No, the comic stickers are going up there, like the specific ones. And then we also, if we have another one, they're not going on Farrah. Hell no. They're going above Farrah.
They're going on her tits.
Shut your mouth.
What?
We don't cover those up here.
A modest Farrah. I like where you're going with that, Blake. See?
Yeah.
Don't take away my slutting.
That's going to be our prime advertising real estate.
Her nipples?
Yeah. If you want your sticker on her nipples, you got to pay like $20 an episode.
Yeah.
Anyone that pays for that is such a bitch. Like, you're taking away my nipple, dude. That's so gay.
Yeah.
That would.
We'll make it $30 then.
Or you could have a Dingbat district sticker over Nips, and you have to pay the Patreon to get it off.
Oh, like in that
You know
movie
what I'm
Major League, like every time they got to win, they take a piece of her clothing off.
Ooh,
Yeah.
But could you pull that? Could you pull that scene up? I just watched that movie the other night, and no one ever knows that movie. It's so crazy to me. But
Wait, what movie?
Major League?
Is that the one with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Wait, you just still got the reference? Or did
No,
you
I just
fake that?
laughed just to be a part of the vibe, you know.
All right. Well, we won't put that in the clip we post, but no, this movie's bomb, dude. All comedy baseball movies turn out to be the.
I can't stick with. I can't. I can't get with that, like 80s movies, like a lot of early 90s movies. I don't
Cody,
like most movies. I don't think
you need to give that movie a try.
if it has a grayish hue, I don't like it. I mean,
You have a grayish hue, Cody. Your whole vibe is a grayish hue.
I'm not in movies, dude. I won't do that.
Opposites attract.
Yeah.
You get to see some boobs. The dad from the show Psych, if you know that show, no one ever knows that show either. Oh, okay, pause this. If you don't recognize that guy, that's the Allstate guy. But he plays...
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he plays a super, like, young, super talented Dominican man in this movie. And he prays to this guy over here in the back. His name is Joe Boo. He's the god of baseball bats and hitting curveballs. And Siriano is his name. And he can only hit fastballs. But when he hits a fastball, he hits it out of the stadium every single time. But he whiffs on every single off-speed pitch. So he prays to Joe Boo. And in the final... frame of the movie, spoiler, but it's been 30 fucking years. He says, "F you, Jobu, I'll do it myself," and then he hits a curveball to win the game.
Man,
I can't believe you've never seen this movie.
This or like Blazing Saddles, all those I haven't.
You've
I don't
never
watch
seen?
those.
Nah, just yelling at that. You've never seen Blazing Saddles?
Nah, dude.
You,
Can't stick with them.
dude, you're so anti-racism that you're racist again.
That movie is fucking super racist.
Like
Sorry for
Airplane and
the-
stuff, like old classic comedy movies.
You've never seen Airplane?
No, I've seen.
Okay.
I haven't like stuck through and watched all of Airplane.
I get it, but if you've never seen it, that's
But it was
crazy.
probably around like 2015, 16, 17 or something. I tried to watch that movie and still doesn't
that's
hit
too
home
late
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those recently that just don't hold up, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up loving Harry Potter, all the movies. They suck now. It just...
Yeah,
I never
watched
liked...
those.
I never even liked Star Wars. I liked Harry Potter.
I never got on Lord of the Rings. I fell asleep like the
Too
first
nerdy.
2 times I tried to watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's peaceful.
Lord of the Rings feels too much like Dungeons and Dragons. And I don't hate on people that play Dungeons and Dragons because I wish I could.
Yeah.
It seems like fun. But then all of the voices of my high school friends hit my head, and all I hear is, "You're a fucking pussy." And then I have to bully them.
I probably would play if it wasn't like it feels like Monopoly, like you're committing for a really long time though. I think I would get anxious. That's why I can't play poker.
That's the oh yeah. I did that the other night with Miles showed me one of those places that does free tables where you just come in and play late.
Mm-hmm.
And the only problem is because it was on Thursday after the draft, is that there were just every young kid there was just absolutely blackout drunk.
Damn.
So they were all playing with, I mean, it was fake money. It was just tournament style.
Yeah.
They go all in on every hand.
Yeah.
And then just make it not fun. Like there was a certain point where I was talking shit at the guy. We're like, you need to stop fucking with my night. Because every time you go all in, I know you're bullshitting.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose because I play correctly. And then he went and threw up. And I was like, we need to get some good rounds in while he's in the bathroom, right now.
Victoria's good. She goes and plays sometimes.
Really? Like
I don't
casino?
have patience for it.
Or
No,
like,
she'll play some free hands and stuff like what you're talking about. She'll go and do that, but she's won a couple times. Come back, make $100 off those free roll things or whatever.
yeah. Miles, I think he said he came in like 3rd or 4th that
Damn.
night. But
Well, half the time you come in 3rd, they'll split with you or whatever. You end up splitting the pot.
yeah. Well, first place tied, so they had to split the pot even,
Damn.
so 3rd place didn't get shit.
Yeah, when they do that, do you usually have like a time limit? Like, all right, yeah, I got to hurry up and wrap this up.
I think it's just because of TABC laws, they just have to end at 2.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I wish I could get more into poker and like doing all that shit, like not professionally, but better.
Yeah.
But I could only go and play blackjack. I do love blackjack, though. I want to start going again if I just have money to lose.
Right.
Just go to WinStar or whatever is going on and just start playing blackjack, get free drinks.
That's the only thing I've done. And even when I was doing that, I was pissing people off at my table. You know what I mean? Like,
because you don't play.
I'm there to fuck around. I can't get invested in a card. I can't get invested in a card game. I've never been able to get invested in any kind of card game. Uno, Goldfish when I was a kid and stuff like that.
I don't know, because I couldn't feel it, and then for some reason we went and bought a cigar, and it was my first cigar ever, and I was sitting there just smoking a stogie, playing cards, and some old fat dude was getting drunk, talking shit to the dealer, and every time he'd say something, I'm like, yeah, you are a bitch, and then we'd win. So it just became good luck to shit on that guy until his next shift.
Damn.
That's why those places are so fun, because everyone's so mean, and then you look over, and there's just an old lady, like, about to die. And she's just playing slots. She's got someone changing out her oxygen tank while she's still playing slots.
Yeah. You're like, this must be worth it if that's how she's choosing to coast out her life.
How long have you been here? Like, I don't know. There's no windows in there. It's just darkness at all times. I came in 1986. What day is it? Oh, man. This was a fun story that I learned the other day. Blake, will you do me a favor and look up the Wikipedia page of a guy named Gary Faulkner? Have you ever heard of this guy?
Gary Faulkner. He's
like, you would know right off the bat. He's basically kind of the coolest guy in the world. So he is an American former construction worker and landlord who was arrested in 2010 in Pakistan for carrying a sword, pistol, night vision goggles, a map, and a Bible on his one-man hunt to capture Osama bin Laden.
Why am I not writing a movie about this guy right now?
It's already been done. It's on our, once we finally do movies with Dingbat's, already put it on the list.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Faulkner spent 10 days in custody in Peshawar. I tried. Suck my dick. Peshawar police before being released with no charges in what was reported to be his 7th visit to Pakistan to find bin Laden. But according to Faulkner, it was his 11th. This dude is just walking through the deserts of Yemen just with a sword, a gun, and a Bible, just trying to find bin Laden.
Yeah, at first it says capture, and then the second paragraph, it's like, he intended to kill bin Laden. Yeah, we figured that capture was misleading.
He was going to capture bin Laden. He was going to try and find him.
He didn't have a net gun. He had a sword and a...
Fucking Commander Cage played him in a movie.
Oh, yeah. That's who it was. Army of One. Will you click on that? Came out in 2016.
It's already out?
Yeah.
Russell Brand?
Oh, man. That just ruined it. Fucking Russell.
It's not, so it's a comedy?
Is it a comedy?
I don't know.
93-minute running time. That's
got Will Sasso,
like.
Dude.
It's got a 25% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
4.3 on IMDb out of 10.
That's good. The haters don't know.
Yeah.
It's got Rainn Wilson, too. This has to be a comedy, which is crazy.
Paul Scheer. This might be a good movie.
This might be an incredible movie, but I want, because there's a comedy out, someone needs to write a drama on this. Like, I want a war movie.
I got it.
Blake, this has to be your 13 hours.
Do you want to play the main character?
Yo. 100%.
Who's Russell Brand supposed to be?
God.
Oh, I almost said God. Jesus. He's God.
What the fuck is this movie?
Oh, because he's a messenger from God.
I guess.
Oh. So those are the only two characters you needed. These two guys and bin Laden. And that's...
Keep scrolling down. I want to read more into this fucking wackadoo shoot. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Release.
Fucking Nicolas Cage.
An unemployed handyman who believes that God has sent him to capture Osama bin Laden in Pakistan.
Dude, I just watched Lord of War recently with Nicolas Cage, where he plays a world war.
A what? He plays a whole world war?
No, a warlord. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, the no caffeine's fucking with me.
I've never seen lack of caffeine give someone a stroke.
Yeah.
For context at home, Blake's been having a little bit of heart palpies.
Yeah.
He's been drinking 4 Celsiuses in a day, so upwards of 800 milligrams of caffeine, probably more.
Dude, I took 8 sips of this, and it got me worked up, dude.
The problem is it's so delicious.
It is good.
This strawberry dreamsicle 270 milligram caffeine drink. Yeah, if you're drinking 4 of these, that's... Oh, man.
Sickle Not an appetizing word, but orange sickle.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Anyways.
680 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
In a day.
Yeah.
And then you have coffee.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, dude.
We say that, but how much caffeine is, what are these numbers, you know?
Well, a normal cup of coffee is like 70, 75 milligrams, and they say like 2 of those with people with heart problems are like...
Cups of coffee?
Yeah.
And you have 6,000?
Oh, like probably 1,000.
He has 600% more than that in a day. In that one specific day.
Yeah.
Were you regularly doing 4 a day? Regular, like...
Yeah, like 3 or 4.
You're an insane person.
Yeah. Two was usually a tame day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't talk shit. I just remembered the other day that early on in college, I found this shop that sold what turned out to be not FDA regulated pre-workouts.
Oh,
and
man.
the ones that were turned down, even, he was selling them. And I took this one that was like supposed to be jacked out of its mind, and it was 400 milligrams per serving. And I took this. It had the worst come down after an hour I've ever had in my life.
Did you work out, or you just...
No, I worked out.
Oh.
And I still felt terrible and sluggish, but I felt like I was just going to spontaneously combust. But like it just did not help my workout at all. And then for 5 hours after the workout, I could not stop sweating. I took it back like the day after that, took it to the guy, and was like, hey, man, I need to return this. Like, I know I'm going to get like a 20% back or whatever it is. I need to return it to you guys. That's a good idea. I got popped for meth. I was like,
whoa.
You sold it to me like 2 days ago. And he goes, I didn't know. I was like, what?
Damn.
Well, I was just reading that if caffeine were to be invented today, the FDA would only approve it as a controlled substance.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Which is crazy.
In minute doses, it's still like it's basically cocaine on a different level.
I know. It's probably why I love it.
I quit drinking like Cokes and stuff often like a few years ago. Just started trying to drink water and stuff. And then I never drank coffee really. And then once I got with my wife, now I started drinking coffee a little bit more. And coffee, I was like, damn, this like legitimately makes a difference. Like when I was working a union job or whatever, we're having to get up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. It was a life changer.
Dude,
having a cup of coffee in the morning. I was shit until after lunch.
I remember in high school for a little bit, I was valeting cars for work, and I got scheduled to valet cars like New Year's Eve, and it was fucking 10 degrees outside. Snow was actually coming down. Wind was coming in sideways. I had drank, they told me I drank 3 pots of coffee by myself that night. And I'd still gotten like the flu from working. The dude was pissed at me. He's like, you are in the bathroom every 30 minutes. I'm like, I will piss in the car. I'm going to piss. Like, it's going to happen. I'm trying to drink coffee so I don't freeze out here because you won't let me come inside. I don't miss that fucking job. But I did allegedly, hypothetically, maybe kind of sort of borrow a Ferrari at one point and rip that down a highway. So,
what?
Yeah, it was nice. It wasn't even his, so it was cool. He was just renting it. I was just talking to this guy. I'm like, what? How do you have a Ferrari? What do you do? And he goes, oh, I'm from California. I just rented this, but I sell medical pot. I was like, oh, you're the coolest guy ever. And he's just like, yeah, I got like 3 different speeding tickets on the way here. Oh, God. I miss that shit.
No, my caffeine addiction's been so bad that I usually go to bed with one next to me, and as soon as I wake up, I fucking drink it.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't talk shit. I vape constantly.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't do. I don't.
Yeah, vape. Good for you, pal.
Well, I'm sure if I vaped on top of all the caffeine shit, I'd probably be dead.
We'll get you on heroin, but you're not vaping.
Yeah.
That's great.
Heroin could be fun. Maybe I'll finally lose weight.
I mean, Nikki Sixx did it 3 times.
Only 3?
Well, he was revived from it twice. Yeah. Like, he did it a lot, but, you know, he came back from hit rock bottom with meth a couple times. Heroin, not meth.
That's what got the lead singer Alice in Chains. Fucking heroin. Dude, that is a dark story. If you don't know who Alice in Chains are.
I mean, I do. Yeah. I don't know the whole story.
Well,
I know you're obsessed with them.
Yeah, well, their lead singer, he basically shot himself to death with heroin for 6 years.
He could have been like Chad Bennington and put a belt around his neck and jacked off to death. but that's not what they want to tell people.
Damn, I hope that's not what he did.
No, it is. They told that everyone keeps saying that like he hung people, but then there's just
Hung
like
people?
Or he hung himself.
He hung people and then jerked himself off to death. What the fuck? What a
What kind of freaky shit are you into?
Rubbed it raw and bled it out. No, that's what happened with a lot of these.
What about Scott Weiland?
Which one's that one?
Fucking Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah.
Maybe they brought that one up. The biggest one that I remember them saying was the dude from
Kill Bill.
In Sync or something like that.
No, they're alive.
Oh,
right?
yeah, and Kill Bill.
Yeah. I just
Oh,
watched Kill Bill.
David Carradine.
Yeah.
Kill Bill.
That was true, or I don't know if it's true, but that was the rumor, right? That
that he
I think
died.
he was like the
because
one
of
that sparked it. Like everybody was like, "You can do that," and everybody started dying from it.
Yeah, that's what everyone was doing, and like, and they just keep saying it's like hanging themselves because no one wants to say like he was just trying to jack off, and then just.
I think Scott Weiland was a cocaine overdose. I think he OD'd.
You can OD on cocaine.
Yeah, if you do enough of it.
Your heart explodes.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that it hasn't taken more people that we know.
You know what's weird is I just posted a picture on Instagram of you guys, and I put a Stone Temple Pilots song.
No way, did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
man.
Yeah.
My brother's like 14 years older than me, so I like some 90s bands. Genuinely.
Interstate Love Song. That's the one that I chose.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Weird coincidence.
I just watched Kill Bill for the first time like a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What movies do you watch? If you haven't seen all these movies I brought up, and you're just now watching one of the greatest movies of all time.
I do like I think I got a favorite movie, but it's like kind of a hipster pick. You know what I mean? I like it because not a lot of people have heard of it.
Okay.
It's called Big Nothing with David Schwimmer from Friends. I know that's dumb to say.
Okay, I want to
Dude,
if you will pull that up, Blake, but you talk about Kill Bill while Blake pulls this up because I got to hear both of these.
Oh, it was great. Midway through watching the second one, I was like, were we supposed to watch the second one first? Is this like a Star Wars thing?
Okay, so I always forget that.
But I don't think that is. I think it was like.
Everyone forgets that Tarantino does chapter styles and he goes back and forth. So it's not. The kill order wasn't Vivica Fox, Erin, Oshie. Then whoever it like
I already don't remember the last one.
The Japanese Lucy Liu is the first one to die.
Wait, what?
Lucy Liu, like chronologically, was the first one to die.
That's who she kills in the snow at the end of the second one, right?
Yep.
But you're saying she was the first?
She's not at the end of the second one.
End of the first one.
Yeah, she's the end of the first one. But yeah, she. You could see in the scene where
Might be confusing.
Vivica Fox is the lady that plays the first person you see in the first movie, the black lady in her home with the daughter.
I already don't remember the beginning of the movie, dude. I'm the worst person to recap.
It's the worst fight. It's the worst fight scene.
I brought this up and I was like, I don't fucking remember the movie, guys. Y'all remember Kill Bill? I don't.
I just watched it, but I don't remember it.
Do you fucking sit there on your phone while you're watching a movie for the first time still?
No, not that one. We just like got a projector that we've been using instead of like a TV, so it's
that's pretty
Do you
cool.
like that setup?
Yeah.
Does it ever become bothersome?
You just can't use it during the day, dude. You got to have a regular TV during the day. But at night, it's cool, dude. Even we don't have a screen or anything. It's just a white wall, and it's fine, dude. Fuck, clarity is overrated, dude. They started trying to sell you on clarity on TVs, like. It hasn't gotten better than 1080p.
Yeah, it's going to look like it's from 2008, and in 2008, you didn't care.
Well, that's what they taught us in film school, is it really makes no fucking difference between 4K and 1080p.
There's the education.
And anything over 4K, the human eye can't even tell the fucking difference. So if somebody's like, oh, yeah, we shot this in 8K, it doesn't fucking matter.
You think so?
You can't even see the difference.
Even in those situations, everything has to be 8K, right? Like everything processing it has to be fucking 8K, like your TV and
everything has to be
how they shot it and all that
so
shit.
Like what I do, because that middle camera, I shoot in 4K, and I take the 4K and I put it on a HD timeline in Premiere, and it blows it down and it makes it look sharper. That's how whenever we have the two people right there, I put the 4K camera right there, because then I can blow in and do secondary shots.
Dude, I feel so fucking retarded when you talk to me about how you do all this stuff. Like, good job, buddy. Yeah. You are fucking nailing it. Oh, my God. I feel like such a mouth breather.
8K, and I'm like, are you talking about money? I don't know what's going on.
I've never touched that much money. Came close. I spent $7,300 at one point. like at one time on property taxes for this fucking shithole house.
Damn.
I wanted to yell at all the insurance agents, like, walk in here, come in my house. It's not worth this much money. This is bullshit.
I remember when my mom told me what property taxes were. It's a very
you have to
pivotal
pay
moment
to live in the
life.
house that I've been living here for a year anyways.
Yeah. You buy it and then you got it. You buy it and then you got to pay it off. But then you got to keep paying for it. That doesn't make any sense. It's still as
I got to pay for Birdville ISD, but I don't have a son, and it's a shitty school district.
Yeah. It's like when you got an apartment complex and they shut the
daughter.
pool down and the gym and everything, but you're still paying for amenities, like a $78 fee for amenities. There's a homeless guy on the bench and you're like, I can't use this.
I just remembered that the whole reason that I eventually lost weight in college was because my mom yelled at me because she was looking through the itemized thing of my college tuition. She goes, I'm forced to fucking pay for you to go to the rec. You better fucking go. I just listened to her. I'm like, yeah, she's paying a lot of money for me to go to school.
You have to dribble a basketball when you're talking to mom.
Yes, ma'am. I got to work on my crossovers. Oh, no. But it was like she was forced to pay $500 a month. I'm like, damn, I got to go work out. And then I just did. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm just cheap. That's just what drives me and everything.
Damn.
Nothing will be better than McDonald's no matter what.
Well, that's the stupid thing about property taxes, too, is they never go down. They always go up.
Yeah.
They go up every fucking year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just now looking over at The Big Nothing, and this is a comedy crime thriller. Is he a criminal?
Somebody's a criminal. I can't give the whole movie away.
Okay.
It's a good movie, though, dude. I say David Schwimmer and you giggle, but it's also got Simon Pegg. We referenced him a second ago. Shout out to Shaun of the Dead. He's not
someone
dead
peg
in this
me?
one.
What makes it a black comedy film? All three of the main people... Go back up to the first sentence. That's what it says. Big Nothing is a 2006 black comedy crime film, and all three main stars are white. So, what the fuck are they talking about?
It is like a super dark comedy, and maybe that's why I like the vibe. Maybe that's a rare thing that's like kind of hard to pull off. It's almost like it's not like my wife really likes Clue and stuff like that. It's not that kind of mystery, but it's like
it's not dinner theater.
It's not a murder mystery, but it's that kind of vibe without being that corny. It's still a normal movie, you know what I mean? It didn't just rip off the plot of Clue, you know?
Right.
I do like when, like, Boy Meets World does their Clue episode when I was a kid. You know, like, every show does their Clue episode. Like, people die off one by one.
It's so funny watching all of the cartoons when shit becomes released into, what is it? General... availability. Like, you can see when a Star Wars movie is like their time is up on you can't copyright this.
Oh, and people can do like plays on it and shit.
Because fucking Star Wars and The Simpsons and this and that and the other, they're all releasing a Star Wars theme episode like within a month of each other. So they're like, so 25 years just ran out on that movie.
Yeah.
Or what
trademark.
Trademark. Thank you. I don't know why I was calling it watermarking.
I don't know if it's. I don't know. The legality of all this shit is super weird.
Dude. I was talking about that with Darian, I think.
Yeah.
In that it's so strange that a dude that's just rich in Russia can buy a sound that we use in America. Like on TikTok, how sounds are just repetitive. I tried to post a video with a sound to it, and it got taken down because some dude in Russia just bought the sound. He just owns that sound. Yeah. And they just made me take it down. I'm like, well, then why did you let me put it on there? Someone owns it. Why did you let me do it?
Yeah. Like video legality is weird. Music is a whole different beast. Like,
yeah, we were talking about that with Darian because he goes by Divine as his stage name, and there's an old. Will you pull up John Waters again? Oh man, I'm making you work. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna kiss each individual finger. I just kept fucking it up.
That movie has a good soundtrack too. That's another point for it.
Oh, the blackest comedy movie of all time.
Yeah.
Big Medea's Big House. So this dude wrote a movie, and it stars the first transgressive cult films in like the 1970s. He's the reason that
what kind of aggressive? You can't say
transgressive. No, like that's what it's about. Like his main movie, Pink Flamingos in 1972. The main star of it is a cross-dresser, a dude that's always wearing a dress and makeup and all that shit. And if you've ever seen the movie Hairspray, the musical,
no.
Okay, never mind.
I've seen that guy though. That guy with the creepy mustache.
Yeah, he also played a lot of reoccurring characters as like the stereotypical gay man in like TV shows.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see.
There was one episode where he was like SVU, and everyone wanted to make him the bad guy. They're like, "Look at him, he's obviously the SVU criminal," and they're like, "No, it's not him."
Yeah, that's like a James Spader dude. He's like a bad guy vibe.
Yeah,
that wasn't. I don't want my office being ran by a villain.
Scroll back down to that very last picture at the bottom.
Wizard of Oz.
Keep going. His name is John
he's been
Wiener.
in Jackass stuff. He was on the end of Jackass.
Yeah, he was. When
Sorry, I interrupted.
that fat lady
Yeah.
jumps on Wee Man.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
acting like a okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw
You said
that
something
Waters was with historian John Wiener, and it took me.
Oh, I didn't see that. I know I interrupted your wiener. That was good.
Wonder who John Wiener is.
Oh, the picture.
No, he's just an American historian. Oh, he's got a podcast, dude. Let's subscribe. The Nation's weekly podcast. If it's the whole Nation's weekly podcast, this dude's amazing. We can get off John Wiener.
Hey, Lawrence Rosales, check out a special Trina out on YouTube.
It was really funny. I went back and
I loved it. Yeah.
I watched it at one point, kind of forgot, and then before he came on that day, I went back and rewatched it. It was fucking good.
Yeah.
Go watch Trina, Trena, on YouTube. It's on I'm a Fan of page with Travis Wright, who is also on that episode as well. All right, you didn't actually have to subscribe, but that's okay. Oh, it's on your channel. That's okay. You're a nerd. You like this kind of stuff. I always forget that Blake's into this kind of thing because every once in a while he'll send me funny video, RFK. I was like, what the fuck?
No, the RFK one I just sent you was how they're banning TikTok.
In all honesty, it's been presumptively banned 4 times.
You should ban Snapchat. Isn't that for pedophiles?
Shut up. That's how I get my booty pics.
Well, his whole ordeal of why he said that they are banning TikTok is they don't want people making money off of it anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they don't want young people making money off of it.
Why?
Oh,
Because they fall into like a weird desperation thing of like I'll do anything to get my TikTok viral or something.
No, they just
Well, they took away Nickelodeon, so they have to take away that too.
they want there to be poor people and then they want there to be rich people. They don't want there to be anything in the middle. And they don't want poor people becoming rich.
Here's my thing. If you're dumb enough to spend money on someone that's on TikTok, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's on the public school system.
What is it, like a pay-as-you-go app or something, or like a freemium app where you like?
No, it's just like
because TikTok's free. What do you mean?
TikTok
has
become the space of living in like a side banner ad. Like, you know how on Facebook it used to be like, oh, there's a lawnmower they're showing on the side banner or whatever, like, or it's the stereotypical big dick pill on porn sites as the banner ad.
Yeah.
TikTok is just becoming a living banner ad. Like, you'll do a funny video and like sponsored by Coke.
Oh.
It's the new way to just, you know, when you see, I've got a weird one. Go to I Kinda Relate Again by Drake Bell. This is a song he wrote and released after his episode of, what was him getting touched called? What was that show?
Oh, the
Quiet on Set.
Quiet on Set. Yeah, so
he released a song about
3 days after.
This guy's weird, dude.
It's become real weird. Honestly, Blake, mute it. I'll just context it because it's loud and weird.
I didn't even watch that shit, but the fact that there's an episodic thing where it's like, did the kids get touched? Why the fuck did we make that? You know what I mean? Why is it a cliffhanger at the end of that shit?
Blake, will you pause it real quick? So what you don't hear is what we paused, is the fact that this song is set to a Christmas song. Like, it's 100% a Christmas. It's the most uplifting music I've ever heard in my entire life. And right now, you see that's his chair, him as a little boy getting taken into a van where it's going to say, do not disturb. And then immediately he's in a car accident. So he's like, I got touched, so that's why I crashed my car and drinking and driving. It's just the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I love and respect him. I always wanted to be Drake Bell when I was a kid. Now I'm glad I wasn't.
I didn't like their show. I thought it was annoying.
Oh, fuck you.
Something, brother.
They were a little boisterous. They were a little too much.
Yeah.
But they had some fun things. Like, I still to this day saying I ain't calling you a truther. It's funny. Still funny. When someone calls you a liar, you're like, are you calling me a liar? I'm like, I ain't calling you a truther.
Oh, they did that?
Yeah.
They made that.
Or
Dan Snyder.
there was one scene where Josh Peck said, have a nice day, and the aggressive mailman said, don't tell me what to do. And that's one of my favorite jokes. I love So it's the greatest thing of all time. I'll never match that one joke that no one ever remembers.
Everything like that sucks when you go back as a kid and you're like, damn, I didn't realize it was a hack that got me when I was 8.
Oh, I've always been a hack, darn it. It's genetic. But yeah, so now he's showing when he got into all of his drinking and driving troubles because he got into a car accident. At this point, they're about to pan over to like a cream. We'll see in a second. But it spends way too long. What? Jesus Christ, Blake. Okay. All right. For those listening at home, Blake just out of nowhere subscribed, said nothing like we weren't going to see him subscribe to Drake Bell.
I'm trying to help people, man.
This is disgusting, and it's just like glowing subscribe with rainbow.
Okay, so he's laying in this room, and then it pans. A pause, please, Blake.
Toothpaste?
No. It pans over to some medicine called Barmacil or Barmacilli? Barmacil. They've looked this up. Someone's looked this up, and I've caught wind of it. That's butt fuck cream.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So this is all like subliminal messages.
Yeah, they paid for a sponsorship
Or
in
not
this
subliminal.
music video. Barmacil, the butt fucking cream.
That's really butt fucking cream?
100%. Look up Barmacil.
I'm not looking it up.
What?
That's in the ingredients.
You've looked up so much worse, Blake.
It's 12% glycerin.
14% anti-venom cum.
I fuck myself
It's
on
like snake
percentages.
venom, and that's how they kill it. How you just need more cum in your system. In between the I and the C, there's an I.
Wait, what is he implying with the... I don't want to know what he's implying, actually.
He's implying that that's who paid for that music video.
It's just hydrocortisone.
For eczema, psoriasis, insect bite, jewelry,
Temporary
detergents,
release, external anal.
and
Okay.
genital itching.
Man, that's like the 9th thing on there, though. Wait, why does it just say soaps? It's not soap.
I don't know. We went too far into this, but I can't get over it. I watched this right after, the morning after I finished Quiet on Set. This is the first thing on my YouTube, is this music video.
I hate his face, man. I don't like blood and stuff. It's gross.
And honestly, will you go ahead and unmute it now? Because I need you to hear this tune.
Yeah, dude, that's creepy
It's Beach Boys.
that he's singing like this.
It's the Beach
that
Boys about
imagery.
getting touched as a young child and then having to move to Mexico so people like him again.
He's on a gurney doing worship music and stuff.
Yeah.
Worship music about fucking molestation. Oh.
Yeah. Now he's going to a I Was Touched Anonymous meeting in the thing. I don't know.
What sucks is if you're making this for somebody that it's called I Kind of Relate. If you're making it for somebody that you think needs it and can relate or something like that, that doesn't seem like what this is. This seems like more cashing in with
it's a pretty passé title if you're trying to relate to someone who was sexually assaulted. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of relate, but yours was worse.
You don't actually relate.
I at least had this hydrocortisone to dull the pain.
Yeah. I was rich, so I have that coming towards me, but you are not. And we're touched. So.
I can make this music video.
Oh, man. It's got 2.9 million views.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's doing fine.
I'd love to see the numbers between 2.9 million views and how many people have downloaded this song. It's like 7.
Who's playing this in their car? Like, that's
Paxton.
not what you made this.
I have. It is one of the, this song is a car crash in that I've watched it 8 times. I'm the reason that it's at 2.9 million because I just keep watching it.
Why
like,
can't
how?
you do that for our podcast?
Because that's gay.
It was on a loop.
That's
in here.
cheating. That's hack.
That's not cheating. It's called determination.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. This is worse than their show.
Yes, getting touched is worse
Nah,
than.
this is racist now. You can't do that. You can't do Mexico when that.
That's what he's saying. Is like he had to move after the DUI shit. Everyone hated him so much that he got outsourced or ostracized to Mexico. He's fallen in love with a Mexican woman. He goes by Drake. Look up the Spanish word for Bell because that's his last name now. It's the funniest fucking thing in the world. And I really idolize this dude. Yeah, Campana. He goes by Drake Campana now.
It's a sharp name.
I'm pretty sure they could say Bell. Oh, man.
I love how that's the Drake and Josh room, too.
Yeah, he
Is that
talked
what that
about
was?
that
I don't know.
on some other interview he did that I watched obsessively. But, like, it was weird, too. But now he and Josh are better friends than they've been in a long time, which is good.
Is this all in the documentary or something? Like he brings the Josh guy on?
No. But from the documentary, everyone started hating Josh because Drake said something. He didn't mean it this way, but the way he phrased it kind of made really stupid people that are watching this go after Josh. They're like, "You're the reason he got touched." And you're like, "That's not." He just didn't say sorry because Drake didn't tell him he got touched. That was the whole thing that he was saying. So like he couldn't tell him, "I'm so sorry that happened," because he didn't know. And then Josh got. He said he got millions of comments. You're like, "You're a piece of fucking garbage. You're the reason your friend got molested." It's the things keep having to come out. Like, there's just something worse that comes out every fucking day.
Yeah.
And then the show wasn't enough. They came out with 2 more episodes, or 1 or 2 episodes.
Oh, really?
Actually, fun fact, did I bring up 60 Days In with you, or was that on the last episode?
No, that was the last one.
Okay, so there was a lady that came in to do moderating for 60 Days In when they were at the end of a season for that, and she was also the moderator for the end episode when they brought back the fat kid from All That no one touched, and that was his biggest beef. Like
he didn't get touched.
Yeah, he just kept bringing it up. He was like, there were some signs I could feel, and like you could tell he was just like, no one touched me. And it was hilarious. On the very last episode of Quiet on Set, it's the funniest fucking thing. You got to go back and watch. There's the fat kid that didn't get touched.
I probably won't watch, by the way.
Okay, that's fine. Viewers at home, go ahead and watch after this terrible recommendation. There's the fat kid. There's a younger black dude who was immediately kicked off the first season, and he was saying it was like racist. I don't know, I can't remember, but that was his whole front. And then there was a black girl that the same thing happened to, and you can actually tell hers had like racial ties to it, like they were actually being like racist towards her on the show. And they all came on talking about it.
Of...
No.
I thought you were saying racist pedophilia, like she didn't get pedophiled because of the color of her skin.
How is that a thing? Actually, let's not get into that. That's so much bleeping we'd have to do. But it was so fucking funny. The girl immediately coming onto the show with these 2 guys friend zones them again. Like, and you can see in both their eyes, there was like, "Man, we didn't even ask this time. Like, we weren't even hitting on you again."
Yeah.
But she just walks on and goes, "Man, I got my Papa Bear, my little bro here." And they're both like, "Damn." Like, she did it again. Oh, it makes me laugh every fucking time. Do you watch any fucking shitty reality TV?
Just sports. That's it. Yeah. That's enough reality TV.
Are you at the point where it's becoming gross to like feeling watching sports because they're all younger than you?
Not for that. Basketball is gross. Nah, I still watch the draft, but I do get like I'm 32 now, so I can't be a running back anymore.
Yeah,
I'm already past the 30 cliff.
I'm just waiting for that The Invincible with Marky Mark type of open tryout.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
Oh, you just go for a movie role instead.
I want to open tryout, and I want to open tryout for an offensive lineman like no one has ever done before. Up. You start pass proing everywhere.
I almost thought I wanted to be a coach when I was like 18 going to college. I was like, I'll go to school for kinesiology. And like, I didn't even know what it was. I just heard that's what you do when you want to be a coach. You go learn about the human body or something as your major.
Yeah. Honestly,
out of that,
I still consider it like, if I didn't have a podcast that has so much incriminating detail that would never get me a job at a school, I think I definitely missed a boat being a football or baseball coach or like a firefighter, because those were both like fallback ideas if I quit comedy. Like,
you can still be a firefighter. That's not out the window.
No, it's not out, but I don't have enough time.
That's what I wanted to do whenever I got out of the military, and my hearing was just too fucking bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think about it like that.
That's like the most competitive thing in the Air Force anyway, or one of the most, firefighter thing. Yeah.
Firefighting for the Air Force, or just in general competing for firefighter positions?
Like being able to be a firefighter in the Air Force.
Oh, in the Air Force?
Yeah.
That's fucking, I bet that's fucking.
We got into an interaction once. We were like on base or whatever, and my buddy, they had to come by for something. I think somebody's smoke alarm went off in their house or something, and they automatically came out or something like that. And the guys came by, and my buddy goes, "Man, they're cool. I wish I was them." Or he said, "I want to be them."
Ugh.
And one of the guys one of the firefighters as he was walking off. He turns around and goes, "What was that?" Like kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
And my buddy goes, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Who's talking shit?" And he was like, "You said I'm a wannabe?" And I was like, "Whoa, dude, you totally misheard that." And he didn't believe me. Like, just got pissed and walked off. That was the most.
Okay.
Most you definitely heard that wrong thing I've been a part of. Yeah.
From like, I could definitely hear him taking it the wrong way and be like, if I heard that sarcastically.
Right.
Like, oh, I want to be that guy. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're like,
I think he just heard wannabe and was like, yeah. He
What?
totally took it the wrong way.
People want to be you. Like, what were you talking?
It was cool. They showed up in their gear and their truck. He was being like childish about it, and the guy made him feel like a fucking idiot. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, that is one thing. Is that like
I was like, dude, this guy's a dick.
one person in the precinct. One person in the station is always just a bitch. Like,
Yeah,
I used to work for a fencing company that the owner was a firefighter, and he did that on the side. And he had one dude in his precinct. I met him a couple times, and he was always poking him like, "Isn't this guy annoying? Like, doesn't he suck?" But my car overheated off of 35 coming home from Dusty's one night, and the dude that stopped to like help me out was a firefighter. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this guy's awesome." And the more he talked, that like every fifth word was about him being a firefighter. I'm like, I hate you. I hate you so much.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm a firefighter. They let me drive it sometimes." I don't. I'll fucking sleep in the back seat, man.
Like you're gonna ask to play with a hose or something like that in elementary school or something.
Can I sit in your lap and hold the steering wheel?
Yeah.
Don't get a boner.
Can I pet the dog?
It would be cool though, because all the off time you can like do multiple things.
24 on, 48 off seems so nice.
Yeah.
And you could still nap on shift.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought people were just crazy, just staying up for 24 hours.
Right.
And they're like, "No, they have bunk beds." I was like, "Oh,
I'm sure it happens though, where they're up for like 24 hours straight.
Oh,
Yeah.
At my old boss's precinct or station, it was because where they were, they had all the fires, but they also had to patrol Grapevine Lake because they were right next to that. So they were always doing rescues because on average there were like 6 people drowned at Grapevine Lake like every year. It was
Damn.
weird. And it was always like 3 people always died on 4th of July weekend. Like, it's a curse at that lake.
I don't know what Air Force boot camp was like, but Navy boot camp, like towards the end, they did a sleep deprivation thing, and I was awake for like 24 hours straight.
Ugh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah,
So-
I don't think we didn't do that shit.
Well, they do it because sometimes, if shit hits the fan while you're on the boat, like
Right.
you got to be up for fucking
Right.
long periods of time. So
I'm not a man like you are, Blake, but the closest thing I have to that is one time I took an Adderall and then I didn't sleep for 72 hours afterwards because I couldn't. And then I was hallucinating in my class and then fell asleep just in my desk, just snoring. And the teacher was like, "I don't think he's okay."
well, that's
Dang.
cheating. You took an Adderall.
Yeah.
I was using it correctly, though. I was using it to study.
That's not how you.
I needed to focus, dude.
Yeah.
I got to be on that test, which kind of hurt my feelings a little. I stayed up for 24 hours studying
Man.
straight, and it's just to get a B.
Yeah.
Chem was hard, though.
Yeah,
Adderall should get an A.
Yeah, my first day in boot camp, like the flight there and everything like that, like I want to say I didn't sleep for like probably like 36, 40 hours straight.
Jesus,
Man.
I was
Christ.
so tired that by the time I did get to go to sleep, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
You were
My body was so just in
Yeah.
shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been at that level of too tired to go to sleep where your mind starts fucking with you. Like, how am I not asleep yet?
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
know I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Blake, how much time are we at right now?
almost an hour.
Almost an hour. If we want to run a quick pee break, come back, and then we can do your plugs.
Sure, yeah.
Again, if we haven't already done them, I can't remember if we did it at the
Sure,
start
sure.
or not. But I'm about to pee my pants, so we can run a little break real quick.
Pee in the trash can.
It already stinks in this house, so I probably shouldn't.
I think that's the cat.
All right.
I always love having the reoccurring guest on.
It's fun too, cause like I was also thinking about what new people were missing, and to whatever person is watching and getting butt hurt off the top of my head that I can't remember. There's not a whole lot of new people I really need on yet, other than
If we can get a good guest, like
well, it's not even like that. Like the way I'm trying to word it is, no one in my tier, I should say,
yeah,
needs to be on that hasn't been on yet, unless I'm just forgetting someone off the top of my head. So
Yeah.
we just need to start pitching to the bigger names and then more reoccurring.
well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Lawrence was great. I loved that episode. That was
Yeah, and I feel like that
purposeful.
now that,
just had his like needs to promote. People need to fucking see that.
Yeah. That and to sound a little selfish, but it is to an extent. Now that they've seen the Lawrence one, I can go start pitching like Jimmy Nelson to come on, and Andy Franklin's already coming on at some point, and I really want Scott Crisp. I just don't know if he does podcasts. I know he did before they stood up, but because I want to talk to him about being D2 baseball. That's
I'm sure he would.
Thing is, our clips are doing really good.
Oh yeah, that's how I feel like the main thing is. Like, it's going to be hard to get anybody to watch an hour of anybody.
Yeah,
or listen or whatever.
On YouTube at this point, 2 out of every 3 clips go over 1,000 views.
Oh man,
we still have one of Travis's from 4 days ago that I posted that's still going. Yeah. Like, it's at like 4.2 or 1,000 views right now.
I mean, we've only been doing this since November, and we have almost 80,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah,
which is pretty fucking good.
It really just took us to the point figuring out what YouTube does and doesn't like.
Yeah. Well, and then just nailing the whole production of everything, and
yeah. But there's been some weird outliers out there, like the Shri and Cheyenne episode where we got 200 views from Bangladesh alone just because of their names.
That's cool, man.
there was a little English, and I always go look and it's like U.S., Canada, and England. Just like are the normal ones, and I went and looked on that one, like Bangladesh, 20%. Oh my gosh! I
told you I went to that really small school and stuff, but I worked with this dude at UPS, like right out of high school. He was from Bangladesh. I went to church with his family and stuff, and anyways, I went and I hang out with him one night or whatever. It was like his friend's family or whatever, and went to their apartment, and they were all from Bangladesh. And we really did sit down and eat curry and watch Russell Peters. And I was like, do y'all think, like, are y'all like being stereotypical for me, or is this what y'all were gonna do anyways? like I didn't know they were doing it to like, this is what we really do. Like, what do y'all really do when I'm gone? Like, I don't know.
What did you expect them to do?
I don't know. I was just like, Russell Peters, that's too on the head right now, dude. Like,
well, when you're not here, we normally cut slits in the back of our shorts so we can squat down and poop in the streets.
I didn't think that or anything. I mean, they had a nice place. I was just like...
So, I did hear that. When you said you were going to church with them, were they like whatever religion Bangladeshi people are? And you were just going to like a Hindu church?
It was all the gods with the wings and the... No, it was a regular... Or it was the one we were going to was a non-denominational church. Yeah.
Speaking of all the gods,
it was a Christian church.
Did you ever meet the random weird dude at TK's that says he's like the reincarnate of an Egyptian god?
With a dude with a tattoo?
Yeah, like across his whole chest.
I know that guy. I didn't know he said he was that guy.
Yeah, dude. I like the day that I went, everyone before me was shitting on him, and right before I went up, he stood up and was like, "Stop talking about me."
That's the only time I've ever seen that guy. I don't think that guy does comedy.
Oh man, I thought he was.
I hope he's not like.
Damn, dude, I wanted to make fun of him more.
Imagine you do comedy one time and the whole room shits on you, and then you hear a random podcast and they're still shitting on you. You're like, how big of a part of their world was I?
From months later? Well, not many people call themselves the reincarnate of an Egyptian god.
Oh, I don't remember his set.
Did he do a set, or was he just weirding out that one chick?
No, that guy did a set because that's how somebody asked him about his tattoo. He showed everybody. He was like, "It's this or whatever." I think.
Did we bully him out of ever doing a set again?
I don't remember if it was before or after his set, but I do remember him yelling out. He was like, "Well, y'all wanted to talk shit." Like, but I didn't blame him. It was weird how many people kept bringing him. It's because nobody has shit to talk about, especially at TK's. There's never any
real people
open
there.
mic. I'm just talking about the open mic.
Yeah.
But it's empty. It's just comics entertaining comics. So when there's somebody there that we don't know, it's like, not we. I don't want to even start.
I always think about when you were talking about the fries. You're like, never touch the fry. I think about that one.
I don't know why we never posted it. Well,
I think I posted it and it just didn't do well, and I took it down and I meant to repost it. But I also didn't want to put that anywhere else out there, so TK saw it.
That's what I figured. Yeah. It's such a great clip, though.
It is a funny story, no matter what. Like, I should be able.
While we're talking about it, the fact that guy still rocks a scarf, it baffles me.
Oh, I didn't know that, dude. Dude, I'm starting to carry handkerchiefs, man. I'm starting to be a fucking kerchief guy, dude. Shout out Fort Brewery over here in Fort Worth. They host some comedy shows.
Did you go to the fucking?
They give these out as like
rally?
Merch.
Oh,
night rally. What are you talking about? What
like where they'd had like medieval times come to
rallies. Being on no rally. I got a fucking bandana and you're accusing me of being at a rally? I'm just bald, dude. I just wipe my sweat. No, really. I think this is good merch, though. It's literally just a cloth, and it's like kind of cool. It's useful. Most merch sucks, dude. T-shirts don't fit. You fucking lift your arms, your belly button showing and everything.
This is the only place where stickers mean anything, unless you have a Yeti cooler.
Oh, right here, like literally on the thing. Yeah, nobody really does. Stickers are cool. It's like a quick, here you go or whatever, but it's not real advertising. Nobody's ever seen a sticker and then done anything about it.
Yeah, they look at the sticker, even if they still like the sticker, and say, like, I like that sticker. They don't
Right.
remember where it came from.
It is the sticker in itself. That is, like, that's as far as the gift goes.
Low-key, I want to start doing weird shit, like just handing out pens. Like, if I started doing merch, like $1.
No, pens are great, dude.
Yeah.
Especially for other comics, and a lot of times people that go to comedy shows are interested in comedy, Everybody
Right.
writes.
Yeah, and then when we were still doing stuff for the company when they were starting out, we found these pens that were pens, but they also had flashlights on them. Just weird, dumb shit. That, like, they cost like $1 to make in wholesale. Sell them for $2 and you have a flashlight. Dumb people love bright things. When it's not supposed to be bright, when it's not supposed to be a flashlight, they love it.
Yeah.
Every real estate office we walked into, oh my God, it's not a flashlight. They all sound like they just sucked a whole helium tank down.
Yeah.
They're the epitome, or they're the bane of my existence.
Dang.
That's all I work with is real estate agents.
Pen lights. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It was like a
that's what
pen
gets-
laser. I could get some excitement. I had one of those little laser pointers that was actually a blue
Become a
light, black light.
Become a laser pointer comic. The guy that makes PowerPoints. Oh, you don't have
Demetrius Johnson. What's the fucking
Martin?
Demetri Martin. I'm stuck on my own
Demetrius
fucking
Johnson doing stand up, and this is when
Yeah.
I whooped his ass.
pointing with his cauliflower ears.
Why is it only British people that do PowerPoint laser pointer
Demetri
comedy?
Martin's not British.
Yeah, but like other than Dimitri Martin, every
He's
time
smart,
I see
so you
it, it's
think
a
he's
British
British?
person.
Oh.
No, like every time I go on Facebook and it's a comic from Britain, they always have like a
The
PowerPoint
prompts.
presentation. It's a TED Talk with a couple jokes in
They're
it.
corporate. They do, or at least from the couple that I've noticed, do the no mic, dude. The head
Yeah.
mic and stuff. I would hate that.
What do you
Got to have something to hold on to,
What
and
am
then
I
you can
doing
get
with
more
my
animated.
fucking hands? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I said more animated if you don't have your hands, but to me I got something in my hands, I feel more active to be.
Yeah, and that's such a weird small thing too. Like the amount of comics that are like you find some comics that are a year in and they're still like lassoing the cord while they're walking around on stage.
Oh man, I was a cord kicker. I gotta catch myself from doing that, man. You
Let's
know
make
what I
that
mean?
a slur.
I always act like it's
It's a
in,
cord kicker.
yeah, for an open micer. Look at these fucking cord kickers. You need to focus on joke writing. Quit kicking the cord. Getting mad at all the things. I love when I was starting, I was just like focusing on jokes. So many people would come up to me and tell me shit I did not care about at the time. Like it's stuff you need to know. Like one of the things you do, I took half of a comedy class.
Gay.
It does suck. They do suck, but I'm one of the, you talk about being cheap. I'm one of those people, like, I spent money on bass lessons, dude. Bass isn't the instrument to spend lessons on, dude. I literally gave Guitar Center $200 to have some pothead ask me if my friend still sells weed. That's what that was. He's like, oh, do you know so-and-so? I was like, yeah. He's like, does he still sell weed? I was like, what the fuck? Can you teach me how to play Schism or not, dude? He could not. It
Oh
was
my
a waste
God,
of
dude.
money.
Oh, I love that we're the same vein of trash. I was trying to tell someone the other day that
So I paid for the comedy class. That's all. What were you saying? Your cousin?
I was trying to tell someone the other day. He's really like good at playing the drums and guitar,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's learned like most Tool songs at this point,
Mhm.
and he's younger than me. And just every time I watch him play, I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
you did so much more in such little time than I ever did.
My uncle had like a trailer next to his trailer that he would play guitar in. He would like, I walked in and he had like black lights and stuff, and he played Taking Care of Business, and I was like, this is awesome. This is what I want to do.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I never learned how to play any instruments. I just headbang off beat.
This man is a god. He's got a shack in his backyard. It's not even soundproof, but no one cares.
It was cool. I still to this day, it was cool. Black lights are cool. Yeah, like I was saying, I had a laser pointer, but it was actually a black light. That's good. You go to the movies, you can see if there's jizz on the seats. Nobody needs
Do
a
you
laser.
want to be known as the jizz finder guy?
That would suck.
Your face
Imagine
just on
like
a
all
pen.
of them have it. It's not every other one. You have to go back to the guy and be like, I can't find a jizzless seat. Can I
Can I
get
have
a
my
refund?
$7 back for this matinee? Cody's just walking around at 2 p.m. Just, oh, man. Dang, man.
Would that be a Cinemark or an AMC? do you
Yes.
think?
I know for a fact AMC's, some of them are trash, dude. The one in
Yeah.
Mesquite, my hometown, they're like getting some rat complaints as soon as they started selling food there.
See, at this point, like, do y'all have certain movies, theaters you go to for specific movies?
Oh yeah.
Like,
I did in Austin, man. Austin has cool theaters. Dallas doesn't.
yeah, other than Texas Theater, and they're always just doing old movies.
Right. I haven't even been there.
I know the owner of Texas Theater.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
We need to hook that up. We need to use that Connect.
Yeah.
But I went and saw Raging Bull there, which was pretty cool. Like that movie from the 60s.
Recently? Like, or
Uh,
did you go see it in 67?
yeah, no. No, it was like a year ago. They just showed it at
that's
Texas
cool.
Theater. We went for like a Sunday matinee, me and a buddy. And I do miss movie theaters doing shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
we always used to go on Tuesdays during the summer because you pay like $10 for the whole summer and you get like a package.
Oh, man.
And they would just always show like older kids movies. Like I saw Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 years later because that's when they decided to show it in that package. Dude, I miss movie theaters. If I didn't have this hacked Fire Stick where I could watch everything from my couch
Yeah.
and not have to pay money, I'd be back in the movie theaters every time.
Problem is they're just not making good movies in the theaters anymore.
Right.
I mean,
They're pumping out like Netflix, everything with
Yeah.
a Netflix sticker on it is just trash produced,
Yeah.
like quick.
I know it's bad because I got a friend that shits on like literally everything, just a full Jacob Marshall plus a couple extra shitty points, and I know it's bad because he's pulling back and saying movies that he would have hated back in the day are like decent. Like he went and saw Monkey versus Lizard, Kong versus Godzilla or whatever, and he's like, it's a good movie. It's one of the best movies I've seen other than Dune 2 in a long time. I was like, Angelo, you're the most miserable person I've ever met in my entire life. You'd hate this movie. You're so beaten down and defeated at what we get so far. It's just fucking remake after remake.
yeah, hopefully we have another resurgence.
No, you're gonna get more Spider-Mans, and they're just gonna keep restarting it.
If you look at the history of cinema, I'd say every like 10, 15 years it resets.
yeah,
Who's gonna be the new like dude we look forward to? Like when Quentin Tarantino's done. I was never even like.
Hopefully, me.
I like some of his movies, but they're all too gory for me. Like he's not
Yeah.
my ideal
Right.
filmmaker or anything like that.
well, Blake doesn't like him, but it kind of looks like that. What is it? A21,
A24.
A24. They have the ability to become the new one.
Yeah, and actually, the Texas Theater has like a partnership with A24, I believe.
Oh, really?
So they usually do premiere. They did the premiere of Iron Claw there.
Oh, yeah, that's
that was
right.
a Dallas thing, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Dallas dudes.
the Von Erichs were from here, right?
Yeah.
I never heard of him before that. I don't. There's no reason to ever say that to be like I've never heard of him. Like
Yeah.
there's no reason.
All
to
right,
ever
George
say
Lopez.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, when they have
Why are we
their-
putting on the Von Erichs? Why are you bringing them up?
Yeah, when they do the Oak Cliff Film Festival in the summer, they usually have like exclusive like A24 films, I believe. I might be talking on my ass, so please don't quote me on any of this.
What's the short movie film festival that everyone talks about, knows about, submits to?
Sundance.
No, that was a bad way to lead that in. But like first time submitters kind of in the like trauma or
That's what Shark. Noah
submitted to
did, right?
with his Shark from the
Or is
Drain and
that a-
Grapefruit movie.
Isn't that like a horror? I might be talking.
Yeah,
about
that's
that
like a
too, but
horror
there's like
vein.
a horror website or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's supposed to be a big deal. It's supposed to be like a huge like entry point for the new indie artists.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that's going to save the movie industry going forward is if, people stop going to see this bullshit that they're putting out and support indie movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've talked about indie movies so much on this podcast.
Everything's turned into a dinner movie theater too. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
I don't want to go and get a fucking gourmet pizza. Like,
Yeah.
I just want a bucket of popcorn, maybe an icy, and that's it. I want to
Yeah.
sit in this chair and then leave after
I want the
specifically
experience of the
95
theater.
minutes.
Like when the fucking previews would come on. When I don't know. When
I
was
like
in high school,
previews.
and it was like the Coke movies or the Coke previews, and it would be like of you in the theater and like the vines coming in. Like,
Yeah.
they would always do different weird kind of stuff. There's no like movie theater vibe anymore. It's like these
It's
red
Nicole
recliners.
Kidman ruining everything now. Is it Nicole Kidman?
yeah.
Yeah.
They need to get rid
Doing
of
what? What's she doing?
At like all AMC theaters, Nicole Kidman intros every movie going, please silence your cell phones.
Yeah.
And isn't movie magical? And you're like, just shut up, you
of all people.
piss-smelling bitch.
She hasn't been in a fucking theater movie in fucking
No.
8 years.
Yeah.
Like,
And she's the same regular milk toast, like wet blanket white bitch every
I
movie.
confuse her and Charlize Theron all the time.
Fuck you.
They're the same
That was a wrong thing to say. Charlize Theron is the shit.
Who else were we talking? Who were we just talking about? That I said I confused her with Charlize Theron and who?
Oh fuck. How do we do that?
The Australian one? Is that who we're talking about?
God, Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
What's the lady from? I confuse her with.
And Gwyneth
This Is
Paltrow?
40. Gwyneth Paltrow.
They're all
can
three the
suck
same
a
lady.
Fat dick.
No, fucking
Lindsay Mann.
No, Leslie Mann.
Leslie Mann.
Yeah.
Leslie Mann is way
Judd
better than
Apatow's
both of
one.
those.
Yeah, dude,
Judd
I like
That's Judd's wife.
just by proxy. I like Leslie Mann.
Good job, Judd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
She
been
is pretty
married
cool.
since like
Yeah,
the beginning too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
This is 40. That's a good movie, dude.
I saw it the other day, and it holds up. It's so fucking funny.
I saw that in theaters.
Who's
Really?
your? Oh, you saw This Is 40 in theaters?
Yeah.
I think I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
yeah.
2013.
No, I'm
I
thinking
think.
of Funny People, and that was not. It was like maybe kind of funny, but it was not. It was not a funny movie.
I remember, someone
wasn't
turned
intended to be.
down a huge. Oh, Adam Sandler turned down a huge role.
He turned
in
down
a Tarantino.
Inglourious Bastards.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
He was
What?
going to play the Bear Jew in Inglorious Bastards.
Adam Sandler.
Yes, it was written for him by Tarantino originally.
The Bear Jew was what's his name? The director, right?
Yeah.
Or not the
Eli Roth.
Yeah,
Eli
Eli
Roth. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Eli Roth.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
He was on Tiger
Fucking
Belly.
Donnie
recently.
fucking Donowitz. Yeah, it was supposed to be Sandler, and then he
I'm
had to
glad
go
it
do
wasn't.
Funny People. Yeah,
That y'all wanted it to be Sandler?
Yeah.
I don't know. It would have been
It
different.
would have been cool, but that would have been
It would have
in
been
a Tarantino
It would
movie.
have been fucking hilarious.
It might have preemptively started his drama career, which would have sucked. Like, I don't know. Did y'all
Oh,
watch
I
the
get
movie
what
The
you mean.
Cobbler?
No, I didn't. I heard it was good though.
I liked it, and it was for it not being a funny movie of Adam Sandler. It was really good.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like he started his serious stuff when he needed to. He
Joel-
needed to be an old man.
Did you watch the space thing that came out recently? It might be called Spaceman. It's on Netflix. It's Adam Sandler. It's another serious one about him getting stuck in space.
I don't watch fucking Netflix movies.
Yeah,
it was
well,
weird.
He's too busy to watch anything. But he also, I found this out today. He doesn't like a whole lot of Sandler stuff. I had on Mr. Deeds when I was just hanging out here chilling. He'd never seen it.
I loved it when I was a kid, but I watched it this year and it wears on me now.
Yeah, you're gay. It's a great movie.
He-
It's the greatest movie of all time.
Mr. Deeds?
Yeah.
I did love it when it came out.
Yeah, I mean Steve Buscemi being a cross-eyed and fucking Oreo eating pizza.
And I think one of the reasons why I don't like Sandler as much is because he pretty much sold out to Netflix when,
Dang.
he doesn't fucking need to. And that hurts the movie industry.
I feel
Right.
like I can't count his money makers like Jack and Jill and shit. Or I just discount his shitty movies
Yeah.
because he's made
Yeah.
so many. I'm just like, he's made good ones, you know.
Oh, he's made so much fucking
Yeah, but
money
you have to
too.
you have to do two bad ones to do a good one. It seems like now.
Waterboy's still like one of my favorite movies.
Waterboy, Grown Ups 1 and 2. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Everyone hates 2, but
I
I
don't think
love
I
it.
saw the second one.
It was
It was good.
it was
holds
good.
up.
It was definitely worth a watch on a Sunday when you're bored.
Grown Ups has the vibe of, I don't know what it has the vibe of, but I don't like it.
Really?
Not
I always
not
loved
the movie. I
the-
did like the movie enough, but like the corny part of it, I think, is too like it feels too much like Wild Hogs or something. You know what I mean? It's
too
that
too
kinda,
feel goody.
Yeah.
kinda like they're for some reason in my head. There's always sunshine, and they're all shoulder to shoulder. You know? What I mean?
Yeah, like they're fucking the hometown heroes are back kind of feeling.
Yeah. There's a little bit more of that. Like, there's not as much of that in like Joe Dirt and Waterboy. I don't think
But-
they're still corny enough, but it's not that same kind.
Right.
The thing about that movie, though, is there's not really much of a plot, and even the plot that is there, it's not really suspenseful. You're just kind of relaxing and watching a cool hangout.
Yeah,
movie.
that's what it's for. That's
Yeah.
what it's supposed to be.
It's
Yeah,
so you can
yeah.
watch a movie with Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, Kevin James, David Spade, and Rob
Yeah.
Schneider. It's just to have those stars.
So you can feel
alone.
like you're hanging out with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
And they're all feel good guys. Yeah.
It was the original podcast. It was the Grown Ups movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I feel like this is a good stopping point for where we're at. So, Cody, will you go
Yeah.
ahead and plug up your socials and your dates
Oh,
you've
yeah,
got coming up?
man. I just changed my Instagram name. I'm trying to get my regular name, but it's Swindell Comedy now instead of a bunch of weird numbers in it. Now it's
Oh, I
just-
noticed that the other day that it was not more
Swindell Comedy.
ones for L's.
Yeah. Because I feel like I don't even know what I'm talking about when I'm trying to explain that. But
Yeah, the more like asterisks you have to put when you're but the E is a 3 and there's an equal sign, but it's not in a place, it's just in the middle of a word.
There's an ampersand in there.
Yeah, there's 3 underscores instead of 2 and 4 Y's.
Yeah.
It's like, who are you, Adam 22? Like,
You mean his wife is getting butt fucked?
no,
Oh.
I did not mean that. You went
Nice.
there, I
Need
did
some,
not.
Well, that's what
Vaseline.
everyone went to when you said Adam 22. His wife got butt fucked by a big black guy on his podcast network, and he watched.
I meant by the numbers in his name.
Didn't even have that tube of Bisquick or whatever it was Drake Bell has over here. His butt lube.
Yeah, butt cream.
Yeah.
Beermacil? Beermacil? How much did they pay for that fucking...
I don't know. They're gonna sponsor this pod. Yeah,
That'd be pretty sick.
get them on the phone.
I'd go gay just for a sponsor, just so I can have them.
For
Like,
one sponsor?
Yeah. And even if it's $25, I'll do 14 ads during an episode.
Damn. Get ready for some calls. I'm sure there's plenty of companies around here about to.
Yeah. We were talking about it earlier. Chili's, hit me up. Dude, I would rep a Chili's sponsorship so... I would start doing live shows in Chili's.
I thought you said Tilly's, the store in the mall.
What do they
You
do,
would do-
pretzels?
I think it's like Skater Kid clothes or something.
Oh. It's just
Like California stuff or something.
hooey's, yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead and you said Swindell Comedy. What are your dates you got coming up?
I got some shows this weekend. I'm going to be at Amphibian Theater in Fort Worth, opening for Phoebe Robinson. That's going to be this Thursday and Saturday. I'm there. And on Friday, I'll be at DCC, Dallas Comedy Club, for the Love Show. Is This a Date?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's not a love finding. I'm still married. So just got to do married material. It's
Yeah.
not a date.
Every show has to have a theme now for some reason. It can't just be funny people.
Yeah. The theme is this time we're doing jokes.
We're not just going to tell you our whole life story.
May 18th, I'm at Rose City. That place is awesome out there in Tyler. And
Is this the
then,
first time since they've updated that you'll be back out there?
They did an update last time I was there, but I think they made more changes. I don't know if they made changes to the main room or just the lobby since I've been there last time, but it's definitely different again.
Well, the lobby that you were talking about last time that used to be the stage, I don't even use. Like, it's not a lobby. Everyone just walks in and hangs out in the big room, what used to be the lobby.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
good.
It's really fucking nice down there. It's a kill box. The
I love
ceilings are
seeing what
low.
they do. It's a super fun venue. Yeah. I'm there May 18th and then back at DCC, Dallas Comedy Club, on May 23rd at 10 o'clock. And then in June 22nd, I'm at Rollertown Brewery in Salina, up North Dallas, with Michael Pasvar and Brandon Killa.
Please do your set with roller skates on. Just
Roller-
having to blow your grandpa
Sloshing
in the
beers.
kitchen
Yeah, more of that at Rollertown.
during red light, green light.
Like I'm working at a Sonic. That's what yeah.
It looked like Demetrius Johnson. I got mozzarella sticks. You just stop on the brake on the front. Your calves are going to be so exposed and so defined.
Wearing shorts on stage with the roller skates.
Well, fucking Danny wears flip-flops and shorts. Why can't you wear roller skates?
That's the kind of diversity we got in Dallas comedy. Some people wear pants, and some people you can see their kneecaps. It's cool.
It's fun. It's different.
No, Danny's funny though.
Danny's the bomb. Follow me at pbailey_comedy on Instagram. Follow the podcast page at Dingbat District Pod. Follow me on TikTok at, I believe it's pbailey_comedy or it's pbailey00. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube pages if you're not already. How'd you get through this much of an episode without liking and subscribing? That's a little crazy. Keep on coming back. Go back and watch the old episodes. We're going to have reoccurring guests, so get the context of Cody on his last episode being here. Other than that, keep coming back. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey.